All right, and we fade out. What's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late. I was trying to be a little bit proactive and try to set something up. You guys will see here in a moment, but tried setting this up before getting on stream, and it didn't necessarily work as well as I wanted it to. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but let's go ahead and switch over here. Look at that. Green screen's up again. Yeah, I just, for some reason, I just never wanted to or never thought about setting it up again. The only problem is, like, I have to, like, zoom in a little bit so you see a little bit more of my face. So I gotta sit back a little bit just so it can fit everything in frame. So I don't know where this is going to work. I guess I could do this now. Yeah. Okay. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Let's see. Armand, good morning, everyone, and Johnny. Good to see you, my friend. Matthew White, happy Sunday evening. Happy Sunday as well, Niraj. Boys here on a Sunday. We're here every Sunday. Badarius, hello, Johnny, hello, everyone. Coyote, Sunday fun day, let's go. Hope you're feeling better, John. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I'm still a little stuffy, but that cough is almost gone. It's only when I lay down where it starts to act up. I'm haven't really coughed since I woke up this morning, so that's a good sign. Hey guys, no, this is not what you think it is. It's just water. Do you need to set up your hospital stream, or am I early? No, we're here. We're here in the studio. Well, we might get a BTC stop out on stream, so that's nice. Yes, we'll talk about that here shortly. Yo, ABC crew, upside down head. Good to see you, my man. Rich man, what's up? What's good? What's up, buddy? Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and using this more. I don't know. It's a combination of like Streamlabs updating, and like at one point it stopped. Like the chroma key was just so buggy that it just wasn't working for me, or maybe something I was messing up on my end. And it was also just like I kind of got it set up in the corner. I just didn't feel like taking it back down, so a little bit of laziness there. I will take accountability for that. But hey, I figured some of you guys suggested it. You guys are just getting sick and tired of seeing my bed in the background. So, all right, guys. Unfortunately, I am limited today just because I have to leave at a certain time. So we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm going to go over the more important stuff, and we can go ahead and focus on hanging out and catching up on questions and all that. But I just want to get started with BTC first. The usual. So pretty much. I might want to do this instead. Can I flip this? Yeah. All right. So now what'll happen is when I'm looking at the screen, it looks like I'm looking at chart. Okay, cool. We're gonna stick with that. We're gonna stick with that. Okay, so first things first, you can see we're kind of breaking up a little bit higher here, but I want to talk about the bigger picture first. Guys, remember, at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on, my personal bias, what I think is going to be happening is that I think we're at least going to be, I think bearish case scenario, we're going to be testing up to somewhere in this region, anywhere from like 36 to 32K. Just because you have this pocket of resistance here, as well as at local low. I mean, you could really want to expand this up to 40K, but I'm not going to. I'll have to take it one level at a time. But for me personally, I'm still thinking we're going to test up these regions. Now, that being said, do I think we're going to go straight up? We could. If we look at this from a larger perspective or larger trend perspective, we are, looks like, in one continuous trend still. So for me personally, I'm riding this wave. I'm waiting for a clear continuation setup to go ahead and take profit on the long. I'm just gonna ride this up as much as I can. And it looks like we're gonna keep going. Who knows? But I think we're getting to the point where we're due for a correction. If not, there's something else I want to go over just in case that something else could be happening. Or at least not to the T, but like how this is playing out, how this is kind of consolidating and just not slowing down. This is not the first time this has happened. So I want to go over like how to handle these kind of scenarios, if that is the case. But primarily we're looking for an uptrend, or we're looking for either a break of this uptrend or a continuation higher. Like I said, we don't care. We don't have that yet at the moment, or we don't have that break yet. So to me, this looks like it could just keep going. And eventually, when we get a clear separation, I'll go ahead and try to take profit on the long position and try to ride the wave up. But primarily, I'm still looking for higher price levels. If you look at the larger time frame, I am looking at this, as the bearish case scenario. I'm looking at something like this. Bearish case scenario, that this ABC was just one continuous A. We're working on a larger B, and then we're probably going to come down and go towards a C, something like this. Something similar to what happened in the bull market, to where we're going to come up, show a much larger clear separation in trend, look for a slight continuation higher, or in this case lower, and then go ahead and call it a bear market. That's me personally. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And ideally, hopefully we can get a nice setup up here to go ahead and try to short that if we are going to continue lower. The next scenario is maybe pretty bullish. I've been kind of thinking about this. Just me personally, I'm not dead set on this, but just because I'm not dead set doesn't mean it can't come to fruition. It can't be true. I personally think that you could make a case for this being a bottom. It's not the strongest case, but we could be pushing up slowly to higher highs. But if that is the case, like I said, our goal throughout the bull market, just like the bear market, is trying to take every single pullback or every continuation setup we can and try to ride momentum as much as we can throughout the entirety of the bull market. If that is the case, if that is right. But we'll go ahead and navigate it as opportunities do come up. But it's something I wanted to highlight in the beginning. The larger ABC within the C, your pivot was about at 17,600. As long as we're above that, things are looking pretty good. That's pretty much it. Let's go up to the smaller setups, kind of smaller setups here, and talk about what is going on. Me personally, like I said, we don't have a clear separation in trend yet. So for me, I don't have a reason to take profit. One thing I will start to consider is maybe I'll have to. No, I'm not there yet. I just have to think that, maybe. Okay, let me give you a reference point before I go on a rant here. So what could be happening is something similar to what's happened in this area of price action. All right, and this kind of price action wrecked this account that I was working with, to where we kind of just, we do get a clear pullback, but kind of very trendy, very small pullbacks, but very consolidated, like a squeeze up towards something like this, where we just kind of just put in this channel, this wedge. Obviously, ideally, we would like to see a nice pullback like this happen, but it doesn't necessarily have to, or even something like this. We kind of just get a very trendy, like consolidating channel up to the upside. If we look at it from a 3-hour perspective, you could make a claim that we're doing that. But if that is the case, even though we do have this, it just seems like never-ending uptrend, eventually there is going to be a larger pullback. So guys, I just need you to be patient when it comes to understanding where price, or how to get into proper setups, or wait to play into continuations. I know a good amount of you guys who are in my group, as well as our viewer, who watching, did not get this long from the bottom here. And if you guys are taking this with me, congratulations. but I know a good amount of you guys aren't or haven't been or didn't get a chance to get into this. And unfortunately, you know, if you guys haven't, you're kind of fighting to get into a position up here. Guys, you gotta have to just wait, be patient. Take shorts when it's necessary at necessary price points, but besides that, don't FOMO into longs, don't FOMO into anything. Wait for proper setups on either side to form. For me personally, you know, we are in a short setup, as you can see off of this ABC. But right now, it's not looking too good. Doesn't mean that it can't fail. I have to wait for us to get stopped out, but I will continue to play this line. But something when it comes to how LTC is playing out, which we'll go over here later, if price just goes ahead and just, you know, just goes on and rocket ships through, something like that, I'm going to have to wait for price to give us a new set of setups to take. I just can't, to me, that much larger separation of the smaller structure just doesn't make sense for me to go ahead and retake. So I need to see another set of form at higher price reaches to go ahead and try to attempt to take any short positions. Oh, let's see. G-Coin. Good to see you, my friend. Mr. Johnny, let's see what this crazy markets are going to do. Let's see, hopefully. That July rally was started by FTX market, bought 75,000 Bitcoin on Binance. Yeah, the shorts are killing my account right now. Yeah, it sucks. I know, Fun Miner, you could be right. We'll see how this develops. Like I said, I personally like to use market structures and just kind of compare and see, you know, how to handle these kind of situations. And yes, like back then during those July markets, which I showed you guys before, I was using a 0.5% stop loss, and I was basically trying to short every single top. Don't do that, please. Don't be me. Don't be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. But guys, I promise you, at some point we're going to get a nice clear separation and trend, and you are going to take advantage of the larger move. So yes, it does suck right now. For me, and luckily, like I really don't plan on taking profits on this long, just in case I'm right. For me, it's such a good position that it's just not worth it for me to let go of. You know, if it wasn't for the long positions, yes, I would. My account probably would be struggling a little bit to go ahead and try to at least maintain. Right now, we're doing a decent job maintaining around that, around the levels that we've been at for the last couple months. I'll go ahead and show that at the end if we have time. But yeah, let's go ahead. I just don't want to miss anything. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. But we're just gonna keep going. I just want to talk about ETH and LTC. It's so weird how, like, I'm so used to keeping this open, but we're just gonna close it. See, Niraj, I think will be a bull trap. Very well could be. And if that's the case, we will be prepared. All right. For ETH, I was about to say LTH for some reason. I really wanted to say LTH. Obviously, ETH is ETH. So for ETH, long story short, we're going to be looking at this as a larger possible. Well, like I said, two scenarios. As of right now, I'm looking at this as a larger A. We're coming up for a B. We're coming down for a C. And eventually, I would like to see the pump continue to the upside to break the pivot of the high here and go ahead and put in a larger structure, and then we can go ahead and try to short that. One. All right, that's a little bit too. That is a good one. So ultimately, I'm looking for something like this to form. All right. First call for the day, folks. So if we can come up and short that, ideally, this is the scenario I'm looking for. Now, there is a case, like I said, there's a case and argument. I'm not dead set on this, but some people are pretty bullish, some people are still pretty bearish. So for me personally, it would make sense for price to just keep going. You know, we could be in a bull market. I'm not too sure, guys, but you could absolutely make a case for something like this playing out, and this ABC just being the bottom. I would not be, I could not argue that being a possible bottom. But like I said, at the moment, it's hard for me to go ahead and stick to this just because I just don't like, you know, we had a little bit larger of a more developed ABC to the upside. This looks like just one trend down, a break, and we just never get a continuation downward. So, you know, it's absolutely possible, but at the end of the day, you know, you could almost make an argument. You know, I just noticed this now. What is this, guys? For those who know traditional patterns. What if that breaks? Adam and Eve. That would be huge for Eve. But like I said, I can't necessarily just jump to that conclusion just yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and just talk smaller time frame setups. Ultimately, regardless of the setup, I need a pivot of what I need either of these two pivots to break. Either the low to come in and be broken and then come up higher, or we come up and if we fail, or you know, we can just blow straight through it. Those are pretty much the only three options. Let's see. Yes, patience is key. I hate consolidation. I try to remember. I prefer to miss a trade that I was wishing to be than wishing to exit a trade that I don't want to be. Yes, that is true. Let's see. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you. Go Eagles. Martian 44. Good to see you, my friend. Fortunately, I don't watch football too much as I used to. Long as the Giants are out, I really don't care. Let's see. Can you also check XRP? Yes, I will definitely go over XRP as well as, yes, I will check Sol as well. Let me just go over the normal, or the big three. We can go ahead and take a look at some of the other coins. But keeping that in mind, let's go ahead and talk smaller time frame setups. All right, at the end of the day, this is an A to a B to a C. The C is very extended. At that point, we have to look at this as an ABC here within the C wave, and we could be coming up. To be honest, folks, one of the things I am looking at as a possibility as well is looking at the Coinbase chart, because in Coinbase we did not get that higher high. So if that is the case, how do I view the structure now? Well, this looks like an A to a B to a C. I'm probably going to be taking this pivot as kind of a last hoorah. If this fails, like I kind of have to ditch the shorts until we come up and test this peak here. Is it that peak? Yeah, it's this peak at around 2032. If we just continue to just go right through this, I have to ditch the idea of shorts until we get up that 2030 region. So like I said, last hoorah. So going back to Bybit's chart, just so I can illustrate this a little bit better. Where is it? There it is. On Bybit's chart, you know, not considering this wick, I will absolutely go ahead and take this as an A to a B to a C as a short setup. Now, one of the things I'm also looking for is something like this to form. We have a larger A to a B to a C, to where we get a nice larger larger setup for the B wave, and we can get something like this. If that is the case, I will absolutely take profit on the long position and go ahead and try to ride the next wave up. Me personally, I want this to happen. I would prefer this to happen, but doesn't necessarily mean it has to. So, with that being said, I just kind of have to wait and see what happens. Either we get the high here or the low here. ETH, let's see, O and KDA. Yes, I'll take a look at KDA as well. Let's see, ETH didn't put in that lower low on the B wave, 1072. Yeah, it was a double bottom, Coyote. Look at this. Now BTC did, the ETH didn't. Look. It's on ABC. I don't know if you guys can see that. You should be able to. But there's literally like there's a little gap in between. What's the actual money amount? The 1072 flat, it came down the bottom. The pivot was 1071.60. So unfortunately we didn't get that, but I am in the 1178 long, which is this setup off of this ABC. So I'm in this position. And so I'm, like I said, I'm gonna continue to hold. I'm gonna continue to hold, and then let's see what happens. Like I said, I don't have any reason to take profits right now. The market just doesn't show any signs of weakness. I would rather take a little bit of a hit. You know, I'd rather lose a little bit against my on the profits that I made and get in a good place to re-enter than to just have it continue to ride up. That's just me personally, just because of the situation I'm in. I'm using way less margin on my long position than I would normally, just because the account has grown since then. But like I said, hopefully we'll get an opportunity here sooner than later. We can go ahead and ride that wave. But for ETH, same thing. Either that low has to be broken or this high has to be broken. I'm kind of, it's like a last ditch effort for the shorts. But if that 1684 comes back above and we just keep pumping, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it until we get back up to that 2038. But that's pretty much the game plan for me going forward. Let's just go over LTC here. All right, so if you guys are in the group, I mentioned that, you know, we are taking the trade off of this ABC here, and I'll go ahead and just illustrate it for you. Well, first I want to illustrate the bigger picture. The bigger picture is A, B, C to an A, B, C. All right, within that ABC, we have its own A to a B to a C. All right, and then, you know, the problem with this is that you could sit here and draw ABC. You could draw a lot of different ABCs within this area of price action. No, 30 minutes better. All right, you could draw an ABC here, which is the one we're taking. You can draw another ABC here. And the problem is, when it comes to these types of setups or how price is developing at the moment for LTC, is that you're going to be finding yourself kind of wedging into smaller time frames. Eventually, you're going to have to zoom in to catch clearer and clearer setups, which is something you don't want to happen. You don't want to do. So at the moment, I'm sticking to, you know, I did say if prices blew through this level, which it did, I'm honestly most likely going to be ditching this 91.77 entry, and I'm just going to be sticking to the larger entry around 85. So for LTC, if we just continue to pump up, fantastic. I don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, I'm not in any long positions, but I have to go ahead and just walk away from it. If that is the if we do come back down significantly and put it in a lower low, I will go ahead and short this at 85.37 off of the larger structure. Just for me personally, it just doesn't make sense to me to go ahead and try to chase that smaller entry. So that's the game plan for LTC going forward. That's pretty much it for LTC. I don't have any plans to long. You know, ideally I would like this structure here to be a little bit larger to go ahead and try to play the continuation, but it happens. All right, so what did you guys say? Let's see. XRP, Sol, and KDA. All right, yeah. So if you're trying to short XRP right now, you are having a terrible time. I can tell you that for sure. it's me personally was the reasons why I just don't like trading this coin, is that sometimes you get like amazing setups like this ABC, get a nice quick little wick, one and done, but sometimes it just fights. If you were, you know, buying down here, which no, this wick was very fast. I don't know if me personally, I wasn't looking at it. If you guys did, congratulations. Just me personally, for I guess a mindset, from a mindset perspective, I hope XRP makes a move soon, just so you don't have to just walk away from this entry, whether it dumps below significantly or pumps above. But at the moment, there's really, like, if I zoom out, this still looks like one continuous trend to me. It doesn't look like a clear separation. So I would say the bulls are probably still in the favor here. You know, you still can get a larger swing to the upside. But if we can get a larger separation in trend, then I'll go ahead and say, you know what, there's a nice clear structure forming. But as of right now, I don't see any viable options for it. Can you see XRP in a monthly chart? Don't you think it's making ABC from over 3 years? The problem with, I don't like, so just like how you can get too caught up in the smaller price action to where the smaller price levels are irrelevant, I kind of feel the same way about very, very, very large extended structures. Is there any more? No, this is right. This is right. Is it the reason XRP has correct? Is the reason XRP has corrective movements? Can you see a monthly chart? Do you see? Do you think from over 3 years? Oh, are you talking about this one? Yeah, absolutely could be the case. That, or are you talking about? Excuse me. Are you talking about the bearish one? To be honest, it could be either or. Can you make money trading ABC on smaller time frame, like 5 minutes? Niraj, you know I'm going to say that. You know what I'm going to say. No, I'm kidding. So the bullish one, the blue or the yellow contracts. Let me know which one. But the problem with trading the 5 minute, Niraj, is that yes, there's setups, but those setups are very yellow. Yeah, it could be doing either or. Like I said, it's kind of in no man's land right now. We do have the available larger structures on both sides. You can absolutely make an argument for each. As of right now, I could say it's either or. I could say it's either or. If price is going to pump and can break past that high, I'm gonna say we're gonna continue higher. But you can easily make an argument for the bear scenario too. So yeah, I could see that. But for me, yeah, buying long term, I would not go anything bigger than this. That's just me personally. But Niraj, going back to what I was saying before, yeah, unfortunately for the 5 minute, is that you can find setups, but the problem is that you just don't know. It's hard to take profit on those setups because those levels that you're taking the ABCs off of on the 5 minute are insignificant. They're not larger relative areas of support or resistance. So it's kind of hard to go ahead and gauge how price is going to respect those levels. You know, you can get a slight wick and get crash below and get stopped out pretty quick. It's hard. You know, I say if you are going to scalp, First of all, don't do it. Please try not to do it. But if you are, those when to take profit using the 0.441 with the fibs, that's probably gonna be your safest option. But even still, the R&R trades are terrible. Or unless you're using a ridiculous like R&R setup with like very bad risk management. I personally don't think it's a good idea. Have to go. Good luck and thumbs up. Thank you, Contract. I do appreciate you stopping by. All right, let's go over Sol here. So for Sol, looks like we're at a little bit slightly above the macro bullish pivot. So if it continues to stay above this region, Sol actually looks pretty good. There's a couple of things I want to talk about in a smaller time frame, but if we just continue pumping, Sol looks pretty good from a spot buying perspective. I would never take a high leverage trade up in this region. If anything, I'd buy spot, or I would use a very big large stop loss like macro position. But for me personally, I do not see anything. Like I said, besides that, we have the larger. Hold on, I'll go ahead and. Sorry, I do want to dissect a little bit of the smaller set of what could be happening. That's pretty much it. We're back above the bullish pivot of the A, and yeah. All right, so when it comes to what's going on in the smaller time frames, we do see, I guess you can consider this a larger separation in trend. I don't like it. It's not my favorite separation in trend, but I would look at this at something like this, something like a larger ABC, and then maybe we're working on an ABC within the C. But you could short this. I just personally wouldn't, just because I'm on a 30-minute and it is visible, but it's not clear. And like I said, we're kind of at this area. But the setup's there. You're more than likely to take it. Just me personally, I would not. Or if I was going to, give yourself a little bit of breathing room. With these altcoins, they tend to move a lot more aggressively when it comes to percentages. Does it have a 3%? I'll go for like a 4% and just see what happens. But if anything, I'll just look for a pullback. I'm not looking for a swing lower. All right, you said KDA. KDA, let's see. All right, so for KDA, when it comes to the larger setups, we do have a very large ABC within. Sorry, not within anything. It's just a very large ABC. Yeah, I'm going to use these lines. All right, and since the C is way overextended past the A, we kind of have to focus in on this area here. So for me personally, what the hell is this? Oh, you know what? We'll do that. All right, so when it comes to this section of the wave here, this is a larger separation in trend, an A to a B to a C. Within the C, there's an ABC. You know what, now that you brought this up, your short setup is here. All things considered, try to play into the larger reversal. I would consider taking this. But when it comes to KDA, like I said, I've been burned so many times with this stupid coin. So the only thing I will say is that I will use less risk. So I'll probably structure the trade the same, 3% stop loss. But I'll use 1.5% risk instead of my full 3%. And I'll try to catch a pullback if anything. Hamid Aptos, yes, I will take a look at that after KDA. 4X, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Diddy Frasco, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. All right, let's go ahead and just finish up with this. But with KDA, I would consider taking this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on my radar. Have you seen Flux? I think it's related to KDA and governance or something. It is flying the last couple of days. I have not taken a look at Flux in a very long time, but that's something I will definitely do. Aptos. I know someone asked for Aptos. Does Aptos have any more price history? Oh, so ABT. All right, someone brought this up before. Marshman, thanks, man. Of course, my friend. Like I said, now you got me interested in that trade. So I'm definitely gonna be taking a look at that. All right. Let's see. All right. So for the larger pivot was down here. Obviously, I mentioned this before. I have looked at this coin in the past. To me, you need to see a larger separation in trend. To me, this looks like just one continuous uptrend. I need to see a clear break and then a continuation higher. I would not be trying to trade this right now. I'll wait for a large separation in trend to go ahead and then try to catch this next swing into the upside. That's just me. Let's see. I'm still longing APT to $24. And if oh yeah, no, go if you're in a position already, go for it. But I personally would not be taking any long positions up in these areas. That's just me personally. Let's see. All right, Flux. Let's do Flux. Is Flux on this list? Am I blind? Hold on, let me. You know what? I actually need to get water quick. Guys, hang out for literally 2 minutes. I will go ahead and let me just go get a refill on this water. It was first on your list. Yeah, I was just blind. Give me 1 second, guys. As you get my water, because I can feel like my throat drying up and me starting to wanting to cough. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It was pretty much like almost empty, and for some reason the machine is an absolute pain in the butt to get working, especially when it's almost empty. All right, so Flux, yeah, Flux has been going. It was first on your list. Entry was 3.7 so long. Wow, Hamid, if that's the case, man, don't let it go. Just let it go as far as you can take it. Congratulations, man. All right, Benarius is first on your list. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. So when it comes to Flux, it does have really, I mean, no serious bullish pivots. You do have this one. Let's go back further. Even if I go back further, that's pretty much the only bullish pivot you really had. Yeah, I didn't really see anything else. You do have a bearish setup, but we're way past that entry of the A. So if I had to guess, it's most likely going to come up and go ahead and shoot for the high here. For something like this. But yeah, Flux is looking pretty damn good though. All right, guys, like I said, I'm sorry. I am, let's see, it's not for ABCs, but I want to pick up some hodl coins. Yeah, I've heard some good things about Flux. I've had people introduce me to Flux at earlier points, so I definitely would consider holding some. So, all right, how are we doing on time? 48 minutes. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to wrap things up soon, just because I have to leave my house probably in the next like 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna do Wordle. We're gonna do Wordle here. We're gonna wrap things up. I'm sorry, unfortunately. I wish I didn't have issues with this freaking green screen. Setting it up would have had a little more time. But let's do Wordle and then call it a day here. I gave you guys the entries and stuff that I'm looking for. I'm trying to think of another like audio. What's another good 5-letter word that gets rid of a lot of nouns? Let's see. TR. No. Strep and youth. Oh, that's a good one. I like strep. All right, so there's an I and an S. Let me just leave price action up. We'll see if we can get something going. All right, so let's see. It's got an I and an S. The S is not the first letter. What do you guys think? So it's got to confirm some things. Highs, that's a good one. Okay, so we got an H in there. The I's in the right spot. So the S has got to be in the middle. So what's the letter we haven't used yet? L I S H. It's not that's probably what it's going to be. Yeah, S has got to be in the middle. maybe wishy fishy. Seems fishy. I don't know. Let's see. I'll do that. I'll try that. Wow, good job, guys. Congratulations. Good job. All right, guys. So I will let you guys know the update of what's going on. If you guys are in the Discord, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, like I said, I don't not have any reason to take profits on any of the longs yet. Fortunately, shorts are having a hard time right now. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here coming up shortly. But I wanted to kick off the week with letting you guys know what I'm thinking. Hopefully, you guys got at least a good idea of what could be happening out of this. If you guys have any questions, if you guys are into this Discord, feel free to ask. If it's for me specifically, please tag me if I'm not around, just so I get the notification. Sometimes I just don't go through all the messages, as well as you can also DM me. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, we do have, I set events up to let you guys know when I'm going live, as well as we will do. I see someone already asked me a question. I got to go ahead and check that out in a little bit. But you get access to my real-time setups. I'll let you guys know when I'm streaming as well as you guys get access to tutorial videos, which is the bread. Well, you have the ABC method stuff, which is what we're currently doing, but trade psychology, basic leverage trading tutorials, everything you're gonna need, everything from soup to nuts. So you also get if you sign up for a lifetime, you get access to the trigger trade bot, which is I'm currently using to get my entries at the moment. I'll go ahead and just pop it up on screen. It's a alert bot that's used on Tradingview that David Tech and had created with his brother William, and I'm currently using this, and it's fantastic. So a lot of these platforms charge $20 a month. So for a one-time lifetime payment, I think it's definitely worth the value. That's just me personally, though. But regardless of what I say, all that is optional. None of this is required. You guys have plenty of opportunities to learn from the live streams. I've had some people ask me questions. I've had some people pick up some stuff who aren't in the group. So it's good to see that. But yeah, like I said, links, information is in the description. If you guys do sign up, please, if you sign up with the one-time payment link, message me on Discord after, because unfortunately the platform just doesn't do a good job at sending me notifications. Even with emails, I have to check the platform to make sure to see if anyone paid. So guys, if you paid on the one-time payment link and there is a and if I don't get, if there's no, how do I say this, there's no Discord, I have to figure out a way to attach the Discord link to that, so it makes it a little bit a lot easier. But I need to find a way to manage it myself to keep a track on who's coming in. But yeah, for now, guys, if you guys do sign up via the payment link, send me a DM on Discord with your email. Let's go ahead and verify and let you in. I had someone join the other day, and I just didn't realize they signed up. So I apologize if you're watching this. But all right, let's see. Can you do a vid of all the extra settings that have been added in the trigger trade soon, please? Yes. I haven't gone through all of it. The only thing I will say for the conditional pyramiding, what works for me is if you keep prevent pyramiding on, but keep conditional. So if you say yes to prevent pyramiding but keep conditional pyramiding on, all I do is just input the max number of margin that it tells me to here, just for example, and then it'll go ahead and just it won't enter you past a certain amount, which it works for me. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the important ones that you are going to need. For us personally, I don't think you're not going to need DCA mesh. You're not going to need, this is more of like an open platform, so if you guys have different styles, you guys can go ahead and use it, or the different features that if it does apply to your strategy. Just for us here, we just don't need to use that. So But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll drop something soon, probably in the Discord. I'll have to just double check with William just to see if I'm missing anything and just give him an extra rundown of how to use certain things. But yeah, probably sometime this week, keeping an eye out on that. I'm gonna try to work on that probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably most likely try to drop it tomorrow. But yeah. All right, guys. Now you go to the plan. Christina, I am late. I'm so sorry, Christina. I had to start it early today just because I have to leave in the next like 10 minutes. I have places to be, unfortunately. If I didn't have stuff, if I didn't have going on, I definitely would be here for a little bit longer. But you know, hopefully you can rewatch the beginning, you know, get the good TA out of the way, or at least get my thoughts out of the way. But it's always good to see you. You know, you popped in late. It's always good to see you, Christina. But I do appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys again on Tuesday. I will let you guys know ahead of time in the stream. But once again, thank you to all of you guys who came by, supported me today, asked good questions, said hello. Really does mean the world to me. So cheers to you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. And I will catch you guys on Tuesday. So, all right, friends. Shall we do the thing? Oh, it's gonna be weird because you guys are just gonna see the green screen. Let's do it. Oh, it does carry over the all right, it's a little bit weird now. All right, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe I'll just increase the size of. There you go. I'll do something like that. All right, we're doing the thing. Bye.